We went from this to this. This loft finally had all the pieces, but still it wasn't finished. I wanted it to feel super cozy, elevated, and still have fun elements for the kids. So today we're going to turn this space into a designer game room and movie room that actually works for real life and everyone in the household. By wisdom, a house is built, and through understanding, it is established. Proverbs 23, verse 4. One thing I've noticed is that with spaces like this, it's not always the biggest furniture pieces that really make the room feel complete. A lot of times, it's the smaller little details that are going to bring everything together and make the space feel a lot more finished. So that's why we're doing this Decorate With Me today. When I was working on the loft, or thinking of working on the loft, I knew that the walls were going to definitely need something. The room had a dark appearance all around. The projector screen, the game table, the sofa, and all the fun elements for the kids were already in place. But I was going to need something that made the walls feel a little more finished and would keep me on track with time. So I added this wall clock from Back Brand. It ended up being one of those simple pieces that just made a really big difference. And it was definitely going to be a functional piece that I needed because we're always running late. I liked it right away because it was clean, easy to read. The black finish fit in so well with everything else we already had going on in this room. And honestly, this room was heavily inspired around this particular clock. That was so important because the loft has a lot of strong features. We have the screen, the game table, the arcade, and then we have all the darker tones. So I didn't want to add anything that felt too busy or too distracting. I just wanted to add something that was definitely practical because why wouldn't we? We want functionality, right? We want style and we want intention. That's actually what I loved about this clock. It adds function, but it also works as a part of the decor. It helps fill in the wall in a way that feels a little bit simple and balanced. And I always love when a piece can do both of those things. Watching it go up, I could already tell it was going to help this side of the loft feel a bit more pulled together. Because this is a real family space, I also like that it made sense for how we actually live in the room. Once it was mounted, I felt like the wall was structured and it was very simple. It matched the room and it gave the loft one more finished layer without overdoing it too much. This minimalist clock was sponsored by Back Brand. Thank you, Back Brand, for helping us make our loft look so amazing with this beautiful clock. The room was definitely getting there, but it still needed a few final touches to really feel done. Good morning. The loft is almost done. Well, it's done. We still have to decorate, right? I just need a few finishing pieces to make it look the way how I envision it. We just came from Burlington and Ross. I think I got some footage in Ross. I didn't find anything that I needed specifically for what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is a tray. So we need to find a tray to help style this thing out. So I'm happy that I can run out for a minute because your girl has been sick. Hopefully HomeGoods has the one or two final touches that I need to make this complete. So we're gonna go into HomeGoods and then we're gonna run home and put it all together and hopefully we will get some type of perfection, make it look a little bit better. I don't want to do too much in there because it's a game room for the kids. So we kind of want it to look like a tween room. We want to give it like a moody feel. We want to be able to change that up according to the situation. So let's go. always try to look at the glass section for shapes that I might like, because you never know. Like, there could be a shape here that's amazing and you can refinish them very easily. Look at this. This is so cute. This is the area that we're going to work on today. And you guys saw the finished look after we did our little, I don't know, what do you call it? Upgrade, renovation type thing. So this is my favorite area of all, this area right here, because it has the one with the slate. And I always love that look. So that's my favorite part of the upgrade. Or maybe it's this area. I don't know. This has a textured wallpaper that I absolutely love. It's so pretty. Let's go ahead and decorate this space so we're not just simple, although it does look good like this, right? We're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of decor just to kind of knock it up a few notches. These stems are some olive stems from Burlington, very affordable. I have some already, but I'm using them, so I thought, let me just get a bunch more. As you can see, they are nice and long. I love that. This right here is something that I absolutely love because it just looks very rustic, very old, antique paper. It's a paper mache vase. I got it from HomeGoods, like I think it was last year or maybe the year before, but I just love the look of it. I already put it down here for some strange reason when I was going to decorate, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop those stems inside of this vase. I'm just dropping them right in. I might have to bend. Do you see that? Yeah, I'm going to have to bend a little bit. I had to take it down and readjust. I didn't like the way how it looked. It was too bunched up. HomeGoods had two different types of this vase. It had one that didn't have the ripple design. I kept this screen wall really clean because it's one of the main focal points of the room. And I wanted it styled, but we don't want to keep it busy. We don't want it to be a distraction from the actual screen. This little makeshift table is also about to double as a laptop desk. So I wanted to keep it functional and I still want to bring a little creative personality. This camera is a very old camera. It signifies the fact that a lot of us in this household do social media. So I thought it would be cute to put right here at this space that the kids are going to be using to use their laptops or to do a little bit of work. So they'll be able to just easily move this out of the way and remove the books and do whatever they have to do. This is a nice little study area or an area that can just do a little bit of work or play, I thought it would be fitting for this little symbolic camera, which would symbolize our collective creativity on social media. There was a little alcove area, a place where you could set your video games or whatever devices that you have for TV setup or whatever. And I decided to just put books here. This was going to be a functional area for me to actually store some decor books. Right now, we're just going to put some RH books in here, but in future, I might pile some more books in here just for functionality. It was actually the perfect storage opportunity for these books. I got this piece, as you saw in our shopping clips. So this was the tray. HomeGoods really didn't have any trays today, so I kind of had to suck it up and get what they had. This was like the best thing. I was actually looking for a black tray, but as things have it, when you're looking for something, it's almost never available. So this is what I got, and I also got this book, the Remodelista. So it's a nice little book that even I can pick up and look at while I'm up here with the kiddos. I'm just going to place it in this tray. So this tray is going to serve as a catch-all. It's going to be available in the event that they need to move this and put it anywhere. It's easily removable, but we can also put the remotes in here or Lego pieces or whatever we need just to keep the area clean and tidy. We have just like one centralized catch-all. I also purchased this, the luxury watches book. I haven't opened it yet, but I just know Nick is gonna love this book. He's gonna enjoy reading this while he is up here just relaxing, watching a movie, or whatever it is he wants to do. I'm thinking maybe I should put this book inside here. Let's see if it fits. That actually fits and it looks much better in this space. So I'm thinking maybe I will just leave this book right here. We'll probably bring Modelista somewhere else, maybe downstairs. Since this game table in actuality is one of the most functional spaces and it takes up a large portion of the gaming area, I was so happy that I was able to style it for times when there's just not a whole lot going on. And of course, this is both functional and easily removed over to the console, and everything will just still look seamless, like it belongs. Girl, I can't tell you how many times I want to style an area, but then you want to use the area for something else. And when you move the item, everything just starts to look messy. But this way, I figured it's going to look clean. I'm just looking up here and I'm thinking to myself, I probably should remove one of these vases. I'll just keep the bigger vase centered. It will give a much cleaner look up there. So I'm going to go ahead and take that down. For this area right here, I can't even speak. I envisioned an RH type look. I didn't have a huge bowl. So this is what we're doing. What do you guys think? You think it looks cleaner? I think it looks so much better with just one. Another large symbol piece for this particular space, nice and black and sculptural. I have had this little side table type thingy-majiggy for a very long time. And so I think I got it from Target a very long time ago. It's like an interesting geometric shape. So I'm just going to stick it in the corner here because it's going to work as a functional piece just to put drinks on. I thought to paint it black, but for now we're just going to leave it in its original color of white. I also thought to get rid of it, but I think we need just something right next to the couch to get the drinks so that the drinks are not all over the place. Remember the little basket? This is where I put it, right in here. So that will be a catch-all for, I don't know right now, maybe a throw or something, but we'll put that right there and just kind of keep it out of the way. If we need to pull it out, maybe to even rest a drink on, we can on the other side of the couch. But for now, we're gonna leave it right over there. I have a gaming table that I want to put up here, but I really wanted to like place it right underneath that pool table. The problem is if we take off this leg right here, it becomes unstable and I just didn't want to deal with it. So we're just gonna have to technically put it right here or put it off to the side until it's ready for use. So that's what we're gonna do. But for now, we're going to keep it out of this whole decorate setup. So you might see it again in another video, like when we actually have it in use. And then I'm going to go ahead and work on the couch right now. I got these pillowcases from Amazon. So we're going to be using those on the couches. These, I love them because it's like a boucle texture to it. So we're going to add a little texture with those. And then I got a few softer textures in the cream. And well, it's more like creamy. Yeah, creamy taupe. This is a softer texture. These are softer and snuggly. And these are, I think, well, you know what? I'll let you know in the description box so you can check them out for yourself. I was going to say the pillowcases were muley, and there might be a few, but these are the muley pillows. So these are the down alternatives that I absolutely love. So these are the 18 by 18s, and then I also got the bigger sizes, and these ones are, I believe these are 22 by 22 if I'm not mistaken. Oh, 24 by 24. So these are the 24 by 24s. Hopefully they'll go on without a problem because the opening seems a little bit small to me. So it is done. Honestly, putting the pillowcases on is not my favorite thing to do. It's just so much work involved with stuffing them. But it's a little more taut than I want it to be, but that's okay, that's fine. If I wanted to chop, which I don't really care to always chop. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But it will chop. So I think I'm going to use 2 of these, and then we'll do 2 of the bigger ones in the black. I have found a little fault. I think I went a little too small with the pillowcases because it just needs one that's a little more mid-size. So I'm gonna go ahead and use an older one that I have that is black. So this one, it's black. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one, and we're gonna try to make it work with a larger pillow, slightly larger pillow. And then since this is a little bit worn, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade it at a later date until I figure out my pillow situation. For this, we're just gonna use a straight up down pillow, which drives me insane. Excuse me, which drives me insane because the feathers go everywhere. As you can see, they're poking out of the pillow. And that's with all down things. You're always going to have some loss of down. So that is why I don't really do down as much, but I do love down pillows. I prefer them for my bed than for the throw pillows just because the feathers are everywhere. And literally my house is filled with feathers just because I have so much down items in here. So I'm going to put this on here, and will set everything in place. Okay, I'm ready to set the couch with the pillows. I have a little stain right here. I don't know if anybody knows how to get that out. I've tried acetone, I tried alcohol. It is from some clear gel polish because I thought it was a bright idea to do my nails on the couch, my gel nails. And of course, some of it spilled on the couch. So if anybody knows how to get that out, please let me know because I would love to know how to work that thing out of the couch. Okay, even though we're probably going to get rid of this very soon because it is tethered and worn and it's been through things, right? So it's been through at least one move, one major move. It's time for an update. We threw out the other one and it's broken. You know, we have reason. Plus, I cannot stand it. I'm going to be honest. I cannot stand it. But when you have your things, you have to work with what you have. So this is what we have so far. I'm big on like making it work. I really struggled with how to make this loft come together with this big brown couch that was driving me insane. And then I just kind of looked at color palettes and got some advice on maybe what would work best. Advice, opinions. I got some opinions from my friend. So actually, Simply Carla Jones helped me to pick the color palettes that I was going to use up here when I really didn't know what to do with it. So I love the brown, cream, gold, white, that kind of setting. But I think the pillows look really good. I don't have an issue with the pillows. I probably should have, and I'm just realizing it. I thought I had ordered a lumbar pillow, so I probably should later on replace this pillow with a lumbar. That would probably look so much better. And I can probably update it with like little color pops here and there according to season. That's what we're going to do for now. But I have one more item I want to add, of course, is this throw. I got it from Amazon and it is absolutely beautiful. It reminds me, it's giving Pottery Barn for sure. So I feel like I have a mix of a little bit of Pottery Barn in this area and a little bit of RH. So I'm going to go ahead and set this on the couch. I love it. Oh my gosh, look at that. I didn't have to spend like $200-300 for the throw. It's so pretty. I'm going to go ahead and set it. I just took it out of the dryer. It came out of sterilization mode on the dryer. So if you have sterilization mode, this came really like packaged sealed. So I wasn't big on washing it right away. Plus it's just for the loft. And I don't know how much it's going to get used. It's probably going to get used a little bit. But as long as I put it on sterilization mode, only because it was really packaged tightly in an airtight package, like multiple packets it came bundled up real good. So because of that, and it didn't have any funky smells or anything, I just put it like it steams it and then it heats it up. So it kind of does a sterilization process and leaves it in there for a certain amount of time so you can kill whatever germs could potentially be on there. I love the beautiful taupe color of that spread. Oh my gosh. And I know it's going to be so super comfy, but it definitely gives the couch a little boost. Now for the fun stuff, we're going to fill up some candy in this with some mint that I got from Amazon. I really struggled with what to put in this because once upon a time I had some M&Ms. We got this when I was pregnant with Sarah and we were going to do a baby shower, but we were doing a baby shower. So we put all pink M&Ms in here. It was really, really cute. I can't remember if it was pink and white or pink and purple or just all pink. I can't remember. But it was really cute that we had the M&Ms in various colors. After that, we kept putting M&Ms in here. And then as Sarah got older, she would shake the machine to get the M&Ms. So after that, I was just like, I am not putting anything else called candy in these machines. So I've had it empty for quite a while now. And I got these mints. I figured this was the safest. The kids probably won't abuse mints. So I'm going to put the brown ones and the white ones. They all have Bible verses on them. So this is Psalms 46:1. I thought that would be really cute. So when they take one out, that they could get a Bible verse. You can set this candy machine to either coin mode or just free mode. And I set it to coin mode because it reduces the amount of attempts to get candy. I'm going to leave all of the blue ones in here. I hope this gets filled up. Or maybe I should just dump the whole thing in. Should I just dump the whole thing in? Oh, we'll just dump the whole entire thing in. I was trying to do all white, but I don't think it's going to work. So we'll just dump all the colors in here. I would have ideally liked to do all white just for the aesthetic. Or maybe I could have put white. This candy machine comes apart so you can wash, basically give it a wash down. But even so, because it's been sitting for so long, I'm kind of skeevy about putting unwrapped candy in there. But if I ever do, I definitely will be taking it apart, bleaching the whole entire thing inside out and drying it properly before I attempt to do that. I ordered toffees, or caramels, but honestly, they're kind of nasty. I was trying to deter the kids. I just kind of wanted it for aesthetic, and I know they wouldn't really go for the caramels. So I was going to do that, and they were all white. And if this finishes, I definitely will put the caramels in there. So I experienced a little issue here. What I was trying to put in there, I don't think is what goes in there. It didn't make any sense when I was looking at it. So there's a top piece, I'm gonna have to find it later, between removing everything out of the loft and putting it, disarraying, like making everything and scrambling everything in here. It's probably somewhere around, but we'll worry about that later. It's not that important.
For so long, so stuck in my own way. So I enjoy this moment. It's the day that the Lord has made. And sing with the top down. The Lord is with no way and live right now. So it's the best in the days. Do I love to see trouble? Oh, sing with the top down. Almost lost my mind a couple times. Got so hot I thought I wanna die. Blood dripping from my arm, just wanna fantasize. Too afraid to open up, so I'd rather hide. Man, I'm just so grateful that I made it this far. Almost thought I had to call my mama in a cup car. Betty's everything for me and everything I need. I would be nothing if you didn't give me the reason to be.
The loft is officially done. I am so happy with the way this loft turned out. It feels like a game room, a movie room, and it has a lot of warm finished and it's super, super cozy. It feels so much like home, a place that you don't want to leave. It's everything that I was looking for. It is cozy. It's actually organized, functional, elevated, and enough to carry us through the spring and summer without having to redo the whole entire room. This space works for everyone in the house. It's not too childish. The best part is the functionality of it all. If you guys are looking for more house to home type decorate with me videos just like this, you are in the right place. So you know what to do. Come back and let's continue to turn our houses into the homes that God wants us to have. The kinds of homes that bring us peace, functionality, coziness, a quiet space for us to just relax, unwind, and be grateful. Love you guys. Stay safe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.